Greetings to another video. Today, I'm going to be answering your questions. I asked you on my Instagram, which is at Katie Kookaburra with a 1 on the end, if you don't already follow me. And I said, maybe ask me some questions that you don't normally hear me talk about, so maybe non-cycling. The majority of were cycling, so I'm just going to get through and answer some of them now. So, first one, as you love being in Adelaide, would you ever come here to live? I love Adelaide. I think I would, but it is just so far, and I love the UK. Like in summer, I love it. So I guess the ideal would be summer in the UK and then like our winter just somewhere else warm, potentially Adelaide. So yeah, I'd come back definitely, maybe next winter. Can you sing? No. I like to sing, but I can't sing. Your favourite cycling experience? Sorry, my nose is running. It's so cold. Favourite cycling experience would be, I loved getting the QOM. Like, I know that's not necessarily an experience, it's like a ride, but I think getting the QOM on Dovestones, because I'd tried for like 5 years and I built my fitness up, and that was like always my ultimate goal. I felt really proud when I did that. Equally, when I got up Hard Knot, again, I tried for 3 years to do it, and then when I finally did it, I just felt really proud of myself. And then I did as an experience, I guess, like I loved doing Land's End John O'Groats. So that was like my first multi-day back-to-back thing, and just absolutely loved that. So yeah, those would be the ones that first come to mind. What is your fave candy? I love Palmer Violets, which are like purple perfumed sweets. Rainbow Drops, which is basically just puffed rice with sugar on. And I really like spearmint soft mints. Yeah, basic, but I like them. What are some of your reflections on your journey on social media, cons and pros? I guess I love social media in that it is now my job, and that I get to film riding my bike, share it with you, and then hopefully like entertain or inform or like encourage any of you to get out on your bikes as well, which I just love. And the fact that I get to talk to so many of you, like I'm quite a chatty person if you've not gathered, and I like having those conversations. I guess the cons of it though are that as a job, all jobs are ongoing, but what I mean is with social media specifically, it's like a constant stream. You have to have a constant stream of like videos, content, like you never kind of just have like a quiet week. So yeah, that would be probably one of the cons. And then also you do get some like not nice comments sometimes, but I have learnt I'm not really asked about them anymore, to be honest. But on the whole, like I love it. I think it's such a positive thing. I like it. Next one. What is your biggest passion outside of cycling? I guess, and maybe I don't really speak about this really, but I guess like sustainability, because I love obviously the outdoors and nature, and I guess trying to be as sustainable as I can be. Like I'm not perfect by any means, but I try not to consume so much. So like I really hate waste. And if I ever buy anything, I'm very, what's the word? It's never about the money for me. It's like, am I gonna use it enough, or is it gonna go to waste? Like this t-shirt, for example, is, I'm trying to think how many years, it's probably like 15 years old. I just don't like waste, and I just like to try and be as sustainable as I possibly can. Favourite non-essential luxury item, e.g. I have a gold chain on my bike and I bloody love it. Okay, I've actually got it next to me, because I saw this question, I was like, I better bring it in. It is this. Can you see that? It's an eyelash curler. So if ever I go on like a multi-day bikepacking trip, I always take this, and it's not like the smallest thing, it's quite like awkward to pack. But, so basically you just use it to curl your eyelashes. It's because I don't really wear or take makeup with me on those kind of rides, and I feel like if I could just curl my eyelashes, it feels like I've kind of got makeup on, even though I haven't. So that is a non-essential luxury item. Don't judge me. What do you call it? A Barm, batch, roll, or a butty? I would call it none of those. I would actually call it a cob. If you don't know what any of that is, just wait for the next question. But yeah, I would call it a cob. Do you ever go for a ride without filming anything? Okay. I chose this one because this is like something that I'm trying to do more of at the minute, because I feel like for the most part, if I've ever gone and done like anything like just a ride of any kind of semi-interest, I've filmed pretty much everything. However, I feel like I need to have some rides that are just for me, and I need to try and like split it up sometimes so that everything that I film, every ride that I do is not filmed, because I love it, but equally when you're constantly trying to think of like, oh, I need to stop and film this bit, or I need to try and get a bit of footage of that, like you're constantly thinking about, well, you're not constantly, but it kind of takes your mind sometimes off just the ride itself. So I am allowing myself to do some rides and some adventures that I don't necessarily film. I'm actually going to the lakes in the future. Not say in the future, of course in the future, but yeah, I'm going to the lakes soonish, and I'm not going to be filming any of it. I don't think I'm going to take my camera. So yeah, that's just for me, just to have bike rides and ride with my friends without having to film any of it. So yeah. And also that's the other thing as well, like when you're with your friends, you feel like, because they might not want to be on camera all the time, so it's trying to like find that balance. And the friends that I've got are really good about it, and just like, oh yeah, don't worry about it if you want to film stuff. But I was like, no, I think this trip I just want to not film. And we're actually going to go on a little boat, like a little rowing boat, so I'm really excited about that. But I won't be filming it. I might put some little bits on Instagram, so have a look on my Instagram. Favourite band, favourite podcast. Favourite band, Oasis. I just love Oasis. I just love them. That is my favourite. And favourite podcast would be The Minimalist. They are awesome. I really like their podcast. I'm not saying like I'm a full-on minimalist, but I think what they say and how they deal with stuff around minimalism, I think is something that we could all like take a few little pointers from. So yeah, they're my favourite band, favourite podcast. Your skincare routine and makeup routine, if that's not too silly. Of course it's not too silly. If that's what I asked you, what do you want to know? I'm very basic with skin and makeup. So skincare is literally just like a face wash, which is like, I think at the minute it's like a Philosophy one my mum gave me. And then I use, it's called Pixie, it's like a glow tonic toner. Then I use an SPF, and then a serum, which is from Glossy. If you want me to do like a full video of like all the products, then I will do that if enough of you in the comments want that. And then makeup wise, I just wear like a tinted moisturiser, bit of mascara, lip balm, maybe like a bit of blusher. But yeah, nothing too crazy, as you can probably tell. So yeah. But I guess SPF is the main thing that I will always make sure that I've got with me, just because I don't want to get burnt. What was your job before, I don't know why I said that like really posh. What was your job before introducing yourself in cycling? I was a journalist for 10 years. I absolutely loved it, but cycling just took over my life, and yeah, this is now my job, which I'm very grateful for. But I think journalism gave me a lot of the skills that I kind of use now, so I just loved the job because I love talking to people. I love hearing stories, and yeah, loved it. On your rides in the middle of nowhere, where do you go for a wee? My issue every time. So if you're in the middle of nowhere, no one's gonna see you. So just go anywhere in nature really. It's just one of those things that you have to do, and try not to feel embarrassed. The more you do it, the more you'll get used to it. I was quite shy when I first started doing it. I was like, I can't have a wee outside. But you just do it, and then now my friends will confirm this. I will pretty much go for a tinkle anywhere. They're like, hey, come on. So just try and make it discreet. So yeah, that is it. Favourite thing to do other than cycling? I love swimming in the sea. I don't really like sandy beaches, but I love being in the sea and just swimming. And I did diving actually when I was in, where was I? I think it was the Pension Islands, is that how you say it? Beautiful place. I did dive, and that was like one of the best experiences, like diving. I just felt so relaxed and just love it. I just love anything really being outdoorsy. They are my favourite things to do. When is the nutrition book coming? It is coming. I'm not a nutritionist, but I'm just going to share the things that have worked for me, but it is coming. It is in the works. And the last question, tips on growing a YouTube channel. I think the main thing that I would say is just be passionate about what you're talking about and what you're filming, because I think it comes across. Like, you'll probably see me on rides and you're just like, you can tell when I'm really loving something. Whereas if I was just filming something because I was like, oh, maybe that'll get good views, you can kind of see, so I just don't do it. So yeah, just be passionate about what you're doing and just be patient and consistent, because you just gotta have all those things. And it's taken me a long time, but I've just always loved it. So even when I had like my full-time job, I'd come home from the full-time job as a journalist and make videos and stay up late because I just love doing it, and I love filming, and I love chatting to you, and I just love everything about it. So yeah, thank you to you for watching my videos and supporting me, because yeah, it's very much appreciated. So yeah, that is, oh, last question, because I get this all the time. What camera, I sounded really grumpy about that, I'm not grumpy. What camera do you use? Camera that I use and that I'm on now, I've got a mixture. So I've got a Sony a7 III, and then I also use a GoPro Hero 9, and I also use a Sony ZV-1, which is kind of like a small camera, like with a little flip screen, which I take kind of more on like off-road rides. But yeah, I hope that's answered all of your questions. There were a lot more questions, so I might do a second, like a part 2. But yeah, I hope you have enjoyed that. And if you've got any more questions, leave them in the comments. I try and reply to like almost all of your comments. So yeah, anything in the comments, leave them there. That didn't even make sense. Anyway, I'm gonna go because I've got some rice cooking and I cannot wait for food. So, oh my God, it is raining so bad. Right, I'm gonna go. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next video. Sorry, I've just eaten something and it's stuck in my tooth. Greetings to another video. Today I'm going to answer some of your questions. I asked you over on my Instagram. It's at Kate Cooper. Can't even speak. Oh God.